Jim with Evolution Power Sports here today to talk about a brand new, badass new product that we designed and built for the Maverick R. And what it is, it's our Evolution Power Sports Shift Light. And you know, people ask, well, why build a shift light? You know, what's the purpose? Well, when you try to drive the Maverick R in manual mode, and you look at the dash cluster, you know, the RPMs do display on the dash cluster, but the problem is the refresh rate on the dash cluster itself is so slow that it's impossible to use to shift by. Okay, you can look at the center cluster, which is a bit more accurate, but now you're taking your eyes off of the road and looking sideways to monitor something that's in the middle of the dash. That's not a good idea. So what we wanted to give customers was something in their line of sight that would indicate to them when to shift no matter what gear they were in. Okay, and so what we did was we basically took the factory cluster bezel and we replaced that with a billet aluminum piece that has our electronics built into it. And so when you look at kind of over the steering wheel, you now have this visual cue of when to shift in your peripheral vision. So you can see it here. You know, this is the billet aluminum piece. The electronics are built behind this amber, the smoke colored screen. So when you push the key, you'll see you get the visual indication of the LEDs across the top. And then these LEDs are now red because there is no RPM signal. As soon as we start the car, the LEDs will turn green, and as the RPMs increase toward the shift point or toward the rev limit, they will start to count in, changing from green to 2 green to amber to red, and then when you're at the shift point, it will actually flash red at you. Okay, and all of this again can be done without actually looking at it. You will see it in your peripheral vision, and you'll hit the shift point at the right RPM every time. So we have 2 programs available for our shift light, and depending upon what you have in terms of EVP parts or tuning will determine which one you get. If you have bought like our standard non-DCT or very mild DCT tunes, it will be 1 program, and then if you have our advanced DCT tunes, it will be another program. And the reason for that is that the shift points have changed between those 2 programs, and we match it with the shift light to whatever program you have in your ECU. Now, if you, let's just say you started with a non-DCT tune, and now you have a DCT tune, and you want to change the dash, it's very easily updatable with a computer program that we have. You'll install it on your PC, and we send you the different file. Okay, so that means it's future-proof. Anything like any tunes we come out with later that have much higher rev limits and or shift points, you'll be able to update the shift light to match those new RPMs. So this product is available now, so if you check us out at evopowersports.com, you'll find it, and it's a badass product.